No, in line. It's okay.
It's okay.
Let's see. Should continue.
So welcome back. Hello everyone, and we are sorry for the internet connectivity, and now we have resumed. So what I was saying about that we have been feeling from the last couple of decades that agriculture is the main concern in our country, in Bangladesh. Because you know that in Bangladesh we say the agriculture dominated country. Around 80% population are engaged in agriculture. And you know, in Bangladesh, around 65% of the total employment is in agriculture. And you know what, that in Bangladesh, the most neglected sector is agriculture again. The most important thing, as we have been saying in our rural environment, in our rural livelihood, that when you have food in your house, then you can do everything. You have the confidence, you have the other scopes to cope with, and so many things you can do. But when you don't have the food in your home, you cannot focus in other development purposes. So if you think the country like a home, and now you will feel that you couldn't secure our food first, and the food is the most vulnerable sector in our lives because the agriculture is the most vulnerable. So far, we have seen that any government came into the power, and any international financial organizations that we have been dominated by, all of them are just neglecting the agriculture. You will see that IFIs are giving us fund for construction of roads, but they will never. We have never seen that they have funded us for agriculture, for more food productions. What we have seen, we have seen in Noakhali and in other areas that the farmers, they are facing a tremendous loss by the agricultural big companies who are being promoted by the international financial organizations, and etc. And also sometimes we have seen that it is being backed by our government as well. And what we have seen in Noakhali, that the farmers filed a case for their compensation against the companies, but at the end they couldn't achieve the result from that case. And here in WSF, yesterday I have met some other farmers agricultural alliance from across the world, and they are also saying the same thing. I was talking with one of our Uruguayan friends. They were also saying that their farmers also filed case against the big companies for the compensation for the loss they have faced by the seeds and other things. But again, they have lost the case, and the company has won the case. And there are so many other cases that when the government tried to take position for their people, then the companies and the institutions like WTO, like World Bank and IMF, they forced the government to not to take the position for them in favor of their people. And the government was forced to take position in favor of the companies. So now, through this kind of environment, we can feel that our government sometimes cannot stay with us. Sometimes they are forced to take position in favor of the companies. So this is why we have to make solidarity with the other farmers, other agricultural sectors across the world, we have to have our one voice against these companies and against these international financial organizations. That is what we have felt by coming here and joining with the other organizations. So this is our I think this is our great opportunity for our Bangladesh people that we could share our sufferings, we could share our focus and our goal with the other civil society across the world. So this is what I felt here. This is my experience, and I'm very glad to share with you and you all of the listeners in Bangladesh to listen to me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Maruf Bhai, for your sharing about what you learned yesterday and what you have shared yesterday with the people who came from across the world. So some of my friends already also joined with us from different country, and in that time, in the meantime, I would like to request Mr. Abdul Awal to share his experience, what he gained on yesterday from global citizen movements, and how people build a global citizen movement coming day, and where the opportunity for the youth to engage themselves in such process. So, Mr. Abdul Awal.
Thank you, Masood. Hi, everybody. I'm very happy to be with the friends and activists across the world, and they have been sharing their experiences, joining the marches, demanding the life with dignity and demanding the rights to the public services and fundamental human rights. And in Bangladesh, many of us and who are joining us with the discussion today also are engaged with such processes and really promoting civil society movement and the citizens movement, and in many ways facilitating the other oppressed groups and marginalized groups to come up to demand their fundamental rights. Last 2 days, we have been listening from various countries, and the experiences are really similar. Aspiration of the people, especially as Masood asked me to tell about the youth, it was really fantastic in all the discussions. The youths are taking lead because they are, please join us here. Because they have the real energy to work. Yes, please join us. Yeah. So they have the real energy to change. And especially in the last day, when we have been discussing about the future of the global citizens movement, to address those issues related, our concerns and related issues related with the fundamental human rights. And then a strong youth group, they came up with the idea that Tunisian youth, they told us about how they really organized the citizens movement against tyranny, against autocratic regime, to reclaim the people's power. So this is the time to reclaim the power to the people. And the young people can do in a perfect manner because they are the biggest age group all over the world, especially in Bangladesh and in all the South Asian countries and the southern countries. And the technology and their knowledge and their creativity can be utilized in the movement. So I just would like to conclude here that the citizens movement all the community actions could be led by the young everywhere. So what was the conclusion? That we have really opportunities to reclaim our rights, and we have the real opportunity to facilitate community organizations and communities to reclaim their rights, so that we can really change the world, and we can really have everybody. So people around the world, everybody needs a life with dignity. How we can build up that, and only the citizen reclaim all the rights which can pave the way to be a successful actor, changing the paradigm, and really get back the power, really get back the power for the powerless, and really we can work to end the power hegemony of very few in the world. We know that very few people are controlling now all the resources of the world, and that's why a group already claiming that whenever we are talking about the future funding, the future, okay, framework, development framework, then the financing for development must be based on the economic justice issues, based on the tax justice, and where really we can ensure the fiscal justice, which can provide the public services and all the rights. So the future global civil society movement can really emphasize to get all the energies from the communities, from the citizens, from the young people. Especially young people can take the leading position by using their creativity. Because now we need a lot of creativity to end this hegemony, who are really controlling their whole global economy, global politics, and everything. So to reclaim peace, solidarity, fraternity, and liberty, and a life with dignity for all, we need to extend our thinking. We need to make bigger solidarity with the people across the world. And when we are working in the local level, at national level, we should also do the same thing to make a real networking of the people, the all type of actors who are engaged in the citizens movements. Thank you very much for listening me. Some of our friends from Tunisia and other countries are with me, and I hope that they will be also participating in the discussion.
Yeah. Some of our friends also join with us. So may I request you to introduce yourself first?
I'm a student. I'm doing my bachelor's degree in business administration in Tunisia. I hope you enjoy seeing that.
May I request you to introduce yourself?
Come closer and I'm Ibrahim Sema, PhD student from Tunisia. I'm
In fact, you also join with us. Okay. What Walbhai shared just now, globally we have our purchase capacity has been increasing day by day. So we are now living a very so we are some of our friends are living a standard life. But if you go to a country like Tunisia, Bangladesh, or other like LDC country, most of the peoples are becoming powerless, jobless, and they don't have enough access and local and natural resources. So inequality and injustice has been increasing day by day in global south. But if you go northern country, people most of resource the world are gathered in northern companies. So how young people can play a role to ensure equity and justice in the world? So can you share your idea
Any feelings?
in feelings how people, how youth can play a role to ensure justice and equality in the world? Like,
I think we should study a lot. We should travel abroad and work there and come back to our countries to work hard and develop our countries. So youth should work hard and study harder.
yeah, youth are doing hard work. They are for their own livelihood actually. Okay. But youth have a responsibility to build a peaceful, just society, just community. So how they can play a role to make a peaceful, just,
By
equitable?
exchanging ideas and the culture, we can make peace and participate in organization that way. By exchanging culture, ideas, also.
Okay, this is one that they can change their ideas, their experience. Yeah, yeah, okay, and make a broader network, youth to youth network. Okay, this is one solution, but just is a bit connected with economy actually. Okay, so justice came from economically first. So how and this is also connected with politics. It's also a political agenda. So it's also necessary to engage themselves with political process. So is there any opportunity for young people to make a role or make engage themselves in politics? Okay, not party politics. Okay? Through organization or individual?
Organization will be a lot more easier to connect with them, especially
Yeah, to make it easy, I can say more about these things so that you can feel it is easier. That if you look at the development in the world, in countries and different countries in the world, we have technology, we have iPhones, we have computer, we have so many things. But you cannot eat iPhone, you cannot eat computer. Okay, so this development is not sustainable for the people who don't have the capacity
money
to,
to
yeah.
eat.
So you have to have the food. Whatever development country you are, maybe it could be America. Everyone needs the clothes to get out of the cold.
First agenda.
This is the first agenda.
Water to
Yeah, but you see, if you look now as a youth, do you ever think to engage yourself in producing food? You will not. You are not thinking about producing food. You are thinking about, okay, you will have a great job. You will have laptops. You will have ideas. So this is fundamental, and this is what he is asking: that what should be the role of the youth to change the world?
because that's our aim. You know, is to change our countries, especially. First, it is first step.
Okay, okay.
Step by step,
You said about country. So we also check our country policy actually. What country doing? If you check your national fiscal budget, national budget is a one-year plan actually. Okay. Your country or my country, they are declaring a plan for next 1 year with some budget. So young people, they should check actually budget, what government thinking for next year actually. is there any opportunity for your development? Is there any opportunity to link your development process? Development and development, this is also a dogma actually. Development not only building construction, not only road construction actually. Yes, country investing to human development in education, in employment, for health, for engineering or other such issues. So this is also an area to audit by the year, where the opportunity there for them, what created by country actually. Yeah. Okay, you say in this country, like Tunisia, or my country, Bangladesh, it's run by some policy actually. Okay, some policy. We have education policy, we have health policy, we have employment policy. So here, government makes commitment what he want to do for his people. Okay, okay, okay. So this plan. Okay. So budget, national budget. This is also a plan for the next one. Okay, where he declared some program and some money, possible money actually. Yeah, budget. Okay, budget. So we need to check the budget. Okay, what project government will implement next year? Okay. Okay. You should audit the project. You should audit the budget. What the project is priority? Is it for building construction? Is it for make some dam? Is for make some road, hospital, or for military? Yeah, for military.
This is you will see the government is always giving more budgets to the military. But, yeah,
Yeah.
but it will not help your country to grow. The government should need more budget on education, the development of youth, or maybe agriculture, or maybe health. So the what youth can do is check this. Okay, so you can ask the question to the government. So why you are putting more money on military? Why don't you put more money on education, health, and agriculture? So this is the question.
Your like you are living in but Tunis is more city. You should go you Gulag. Okay, okay. This area are not developed like this. Okay, but you have to have a responsibility to speak about your village. Okay, okay. So you should check your budget. You should check. Yeah, I think you have some what long-term plan for your country, budgetary plan. You have some prospective plan. They are willing to jump terrorism. So just slogan, just what? Just what is it? What is the reality actually? Why your people willing to engage them? Why youth are going to run with? I don't know. Are they really doing some terrorist group or it's just propaganda? Oh, where the root cause?
Because what?
It shouldn't just Mohan bhai, we are talking with some young people from Tunis University. They are also. আপনারা কি শুনছেন?
Young people are angry. Why they are angry? Because
মামুন ভাই শুনছেন?
see,
Okay.
I am a citizen.
Oh.
Just for example, I have the
ওকে, এই আলোচনাটা শেষ হলে আমি আপনাদের কাছে আবার আসতেছি। কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকলে জাস্ট একটু আমাদের সাথে থাকেন। হ্যাঁ,
giving me nothing.
I will neglect.
I am neglected, so I am becoming angry. And this anger grows up inside my mind. Maybe this is wrong, but I want to break it. That's why sometimes they go to the gender school. So when my rights is violated,
Mostly they are brainwashed.
yes,
sometimes brainwash, but sometimes you should consider the present situation of your social structure. Consumerism is one of the prime issue. Okay, I belong a laptop from Apple. You belong a laptop from Samsung, but he doesn't any iPhone, any Apple. So, but he want to broad a consumer product, luxury product. Okay, so but he don't have any enough money. So he tried to get a good opportunity to earn more. He never consider is it ethical, is it right or not. So that's why states have to have the obligation to make a wide space for young people, for their employment, for their income, okay, engage themselves for community development. I think so.
And spread awareness about
Yeah.
what it means in
Yeah. Okay.
you can be honest, but if the basic fears is not very good, but you are honest. So it is sometimes it is meaningless. But of course it is necessary when you are in a responsible job. Maybe when you are in the government, then the question will come if you are honest, or maybe you are bribing the people's money, misusing the people's money. But when you are in this side, when you are people, then your honesty will not come. I mean, this is not necessary for you to know. Because it will not make any sense. Because you are the one who is deprived. Your right is not recognized by the government. So,
Mamun Bhai, Mushfiq Bhai, and our friend in Dhaka WSF Cafe, we are some people, some friends from Tunisia, Bangladesh, and some different country. We are talking about youth opportunity to build a just and good society. What they can do for their community to make it just and justice in their community. So I think you hear our conversation. Now I would like to request you, do you have any question to our friend who joined with us here?
Yes, hello, I am Ricardo from Dhaka. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Hello.
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Yes, thank you so much. So I have a question to people. Exactly now, some sort of you people think about that. Probably you have idea about our thinking corporation election very recently. Again, next month, 28th April, we will organize the thinking corporation election, and we have a plan. I think with sort of a group of young people are trying to meet with the mayoral candidate and portray our demand. What exactly Dhaka, and they didn't get some sort of opportunity. So whenever they will come in power, whoever, usually there is like two giant political parties, the locally BNP and the power. That doesn't matter to us. I mean, that our concern is that we can make sure and we can portray our demand, but exactly they can do for people. I mean, they should do. So I think do you have any such opportunity to engage with the policy making level whenever you will get some opportunity to portray yourself? I mean, the policy making level. That's my concern. So if you have any opportunity, can you please let us brief about the matter?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, Siddhartha. Yeah, next one.
Hello, this is Habib.
Yeah, Habib.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, Habib. Very clear.
Yeah. So basically, I haven't had any questions, but I want to share my last experience, how youth can engage themselves in make that society or that society is just one. So last year, that is the budget ministry, youth budget ministry, where we try to aware the youth about the budget of Bangladesh, where people budget policy. So that time we try to detect Indian poverty and we organize a major system where youth are working from various department youth come here and they try to share their views about their budget, and most specifically the main concern is that every region has their own specific demand. So if it is possible to reach the in budget particular demand. So in that we visited Dhaka University, Tigana University, Rashid University, and Pune University also. So where we that more market to the procedure of making budget in a country. Most of the people have no access to make the budget, where people make the budget. So the participation of common people, the participation of common people is here, and the procedure of making budget is democratic, because most of the people, the expectation of most of the people isn't focusing there. So I think that was the one other and youth if it is possible to invest in youth, then it is possible to change the world. Because in Bangladesh more than 40% people are youth, and we are now in democratic dividend. So we Bangladesh invest in youth more, especially in their vocational education, and especially make them a basic technical help. It is possible to make them best human resource, so they can contribute the society. But our government is an industry also, and they are and government also tries to say that we need in general, but actually they don't invest in you. That's why in our country unemployment rate high, because most of the system in our country is very perfect. But everyone getting the general education, that is the option for there is a little bit of option for professional education. That they can state that the education system must those who are not most of the students must have to take vocational education. All students have to take vocational education. Yes, unemployment rate will be very technical hand. It is easy to get a job for a technical hand, and it is not easy for those who are not technical hand. It is impossible for them to get a job. So I think if government invests on your on education system, so make it more technical, more professional, so that those who are not, so everyone can get professional education and they will learn, they will able to get their own job after passing the education. And one another thing is government investment must be on education system, so that education system must be based on, must be attached with philosophy, because without any sort of philosophy, any education system can change in society. Because without philosophy, a society, it is easy to manage a society, but it will be hard for going for make a developed society, because there's a philosophy management procedure is going on. So to me, the government must invest in education system where, and that education system must be involved with philosophical system where
Habib, Habib.
where business, yeah.
Okay, just I have a stupid question actually. You know, in our country, Bangladesh, our government, our people, and our youth, most of people are very interested in private university, and private university like you lot of university in every community. So do you have any alternative thing, or what you were thinking uh, about private education system in Bangladesh?
To me, education, when we are talking about universal education or development agenda, it means that education should be universal. And only public, only government can make it universal education universal. To me, that should every university country education should be free. That means it is not necessary to establish a private university, where like Bangladesh, there is most of the people haven't enough money to buy education. Private university is selling education, and main task of public university is to produce education. So there is a basic difference between public university and private university. So that's why to me that Bangladesh government should invest in education more. That's why and make the private university, make the investment also private universities, so that students from poor family can take education private university without paying any sort of high amount of tuition. And another thing is private university. Most of the private university of Bangladesh, their subject is the course. They are selling not course subject. They are selling just a technical subject, BBA, engineering sort of subject. But where is physics? Where is economics? And where is chemistry? Where is math? This subject is the core subject of society. Where is philosophy? Where is history? And without studying this subject, you can't develop a society, because without philosophy, no education is successful. Without history, you can understand the past. So how could you go? How could you think about your future? So to me, that government should invest in more in education and dissolve the private university system and invest in more public universities and invest in more vocational education, so that those who have intelligence, those who are ability to make policy making, those who are ability to understand more, they will get education, they will take education in public universities, so that they can be a policy maker, they can change the society. Those who are not able to have enough knowledge, or those are not enough intelligent, those are not enough good strength, they will take a vocational education and they will join in, after that they will get a job. Because to me, that everyone should need to be a policy maker, because we need a very intellectual, well educated and local knowledge based local knowledge policy makers from our society, not everyone. And private university, and the thing is that environment of private university is totally different from public university, because private university students, most of the students who are studying private university, they are coming from the Wheeler family and those Wheeler family, and they have little connection with the mass people of the society, and they don't know how society runs like Bangladesh, and where most of the people in our country are struggling for their everyday need, and this is how private university is producing class. They have totally disconnected with the main society. So if they come into policy making, if they join in the force, how they will understand what is going on the main society, and their decision must be biased, and their decision will be go for them, because go for all that particular society from whom they are coming from, or from whom to whom they. So to me, that private university should be abolished, and government should invest in more in public university, so that we can produce our own local knowledge. Because without local knowledge, no development is possible. Because and every development will be bounced back. Because we have seen in that plan has developed in outside of our country, and after that they come here to implement that development plan. So that's an incident that bounce back. So we think we need to produce local knowledge, and local knowledge will show us that how Bangladesh needs to develop, because Bangladesh has its own culture, own political system, own economic system. So that's why government needs to focus in more public universities. So because public university produce knowledge, I say public university produce knowledge, not it is selling knowledge. While private university isn't selling knowledge. Simply they are selling knowledge. They are not producing knowledge. So government must stop the private university system and invest in more public university system, so that the Bangladesh student of Bangladesh, most of the students who are living from people, they can produce knowledge for Bangladesh, and based on this knowledge, Bangladesh can develop. Bangladesh can decide that what is necessary for what will Bangladesh do, what will be the Bangladesh strategy. And I think we'll do this in future.
Okay. Can I add one more thing, especially on that point?
Okay, Siddhartha, just I have a question to you actually. In your earlier speech, you talk about our municipality election. You said whatever BNP or Aum League who become elected is not matter to you. But is it right actually? Only two-party democracy, is it a right process for democracy, for healthy democracy, or what we should think alternatively actually?
Thank you. Actually, what I mean, my concern is not that way. I mean, right now, especially if I mention boldly, we can say that two parties, especially BNP and Aum League, they are visible. But my point was that not exactly we are expecting only two parties will work for a democratic country. My point was that actually we are the people sure that whoever come in power, that's not our issue. Our issue is that we will try to portray our demand. Like we have some specific demand. I mean, we need some sort of good internet connection that will, by using that internet, we can connect with all over the world. We need some good training center or whatever you can say. I mean, especially for me, right now I am feeling that in Dhaka city we have not sufficient public transportation. Only so the city corporation mayor and the city corporation advisor who will take care of the city tours. So they can make sure what kinds of initiative they can take for us. So we are trying to organize a dialogue program with the candidate of the city mayoral. So we will portray some sort of demand. So my point was that, but obviously what exactly you mentioned, only two-party can't make sure the democratic country. Obviously, we will expect some more country as well as, and this is the one of our problem, because no many party can raise their, it's a kind of a jagging as well as. So this is also alarming, I think so. This is the alarming as well. Right now, probably the student politics is active in our country, but they are usually following some sort of the main party. So they have no sort of opportunity to say something. Like very recently, one of the writers, he was killed by the miscarriage. I have to say miscarriage. Obviously, they have some identity, but that's the fact, So we can't raise our voice. We can say something that way. Whenever if you say something in the social media, they will gag you, they will arrest you. So that should not be the way of a democratic country. Obviously, there should be a space for everyone. They can raise their voice. They can express their demand and express their specific recommendation. But that should not be the way. In that sense, we are organizing such a program for what sense? No one meet with the youth ever. So that we wanted to show that I am also one of the United Nations Youth Advisory advisors. I mean the UNEF member. So from UNEF we are conducting a research what exactly youth want in this country. So our priority, I mean that the first priority was educational system. I mean, and that one is also related with the job opportunity. Because right now we are getting some sort of orthodox education system that's not working right now. So that is directly impact on job opportunity. So we should think about that. So I mean the youth people are also thinking about that. We must think now system and educational policy, and as well as we have to create some job opportunity, as well as what exactly thinking the city youth. I mean the Dhaka cities and the Chittagong cities youth, especially they have some demand. Because there is some difference between the city and the rest of the city. I mean that the Mofussil cities, they have some different sort of demand. In that sense, we are organizing some sort of program, and that initiative for that you have a role in the.
Okay. Siddhartha, Habib, Mamun, Mushfiq Bhai, and all other friends in Dhaka Cafe.
Hello, Masood Bhai.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I can also share some points and ideas. Yesterday we were talking about our indigenous issues and also talking about globalization effect in our country, and also our budgetary policy and involve our people in this country budgetary policy. In our budgetary policy we are democratic country, but in our budgetary policy or our fiscal policy is totally undemocratic, and we are not actually involved with the whole policies. Educational economic policy, basically we are not involved. And also yesterday we are talking about engineers issues, and engineers people, they have no right to education, also the food rights and also security. They have no proper security to stay there, and they have no proper issues also. There is no policy over there, and that's why they have no economic activity also in our India. And yesterday we were talking about our globalization effect. What we exactly did in last 12 years in our country, and there yesterday we had so many students over there, and they are talking about every single issues, and also related with the towards social forum issues like gender equality, human rights, and like freedom of speech and freedom of and another like related to social issues, and we have to know also social justice and this type of issues we are working on it, and today also we are talking about this type of issues.
Okay, thank
in our
you.
social forum campaign Dhaka.
Thank you, my dear Mamun Bhai. Some of our friends from Tunisia, they hear from you all. So I request you all, do you have any question to them? Any question?
I want to know more about your education.
Habib, one of our friend, she want to learn more about our educational system. So could you please give us a brief about our educational system from yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, Habib, she want to.
I just want to know more about your educational system. You have talked about how you the government send education.
Hello. Hello.
I can hear you. You can hear me?
I can't hear you. Can you repeat again?
Okay, I just want to know
I
more.
can't hear you. Can you repeat it again?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, just question.
You hear me now? Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want.
Hello, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. I just want to know more about your educational system. You've talked about how the government is selling education is not. Just want to know more about that point. You've talked about it.
Okay, Habib, just give us a brief about our educational system from primary to university level, I think. Habib.
Yeah. Practically, our education system has lots of divisions. First of all, in primary education system, there is 4 types of difference. One is Bangla medium, the local language system. Another is the English medium system in primary. Another one is Madrasa system, which is religious education system. So another one is private intergraded education system. So this is in primary level we have 4. So basically our primary is 1 to 5. Third 1 to 5 is our primary level. In primary level we have 4 categories. So from the very beginning of our educational life, from our learning life, our system make us divided by creating 4 different education systems. Then after primary, we have secondary. In secondary, we have Bangla medium and local language education system. Another one is English medium, which is basically based on European guidelines, especially British education system guidelines, which is English medium. Religious education system. So we have 3 at secondary level. We have 3 education systems, and normally we Bangla medium students, English medium those are from English medium, they don't count us for those who are from Bangla medium, and Bangla medium students don't count the religious, those who are coming from religious education system. So there is a clash between different systems in secondary level. And when we go to university, after the secondary, we have higher secondary. Secondary is basically 5 to 10. Standard 6 to 10 is secondary education, and 11 and 12 is in our country is higher secondary. Okay, so in higher secondary, we also have this sort of reason. There is 11 for English medium. There is 11, 11. For Bangla medium, it is 11, 12. And for Madrasi students, they have Fatin Kamil. Okay, and After university, we have two education, private education, private university education system, public university education system. So we have no single education system for us. That's why when we come into a discussion table, all the people try to explain from their perspective. So it is hard for us because we are totally different. We are brought up in a society getting different type of education system from each other. So it is hard for us to think in a one way. English medium students, they think we are educated by a modern education system which is coming from Europe. It is actually from British, and those are Bangladeshi students, those are local students, local education system students. They think that we are coming from mass people, and those are Madrasi students or religious education background. They think we are more suppressed, more obsessed education group in the society. So the local education system, those are coming from local education system, and those are coming from the English medium education system. They are not counting us, they are oppressing us. And when we go to private university, that is totally different.
Habib, I would like to add one point with you that our objective of our educational is totally shifted. Once, not once, universally, our Habib, universally, main objective of the education is to develop human development actually. But you see in Bangladesh or some others, all over the world, now people are actually investing for profit. So they are disconnected.
If you want to connect to Skype account,
yes.
It's gonna be easy with the mic and
okay.
So this is one question.
Yeah. এই শেষ করে দিই আর বেশিক্ষণ আমাদের allocated টাইম নাই where is the underscore where is underscore no no
when you win the
one. Okay, just make the call. seats are limited. Because there is a application test, they do better than the
We don't have enough universities.
Hello. হ্যালো, হ্যাঁ শাহজাদা ভাই শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যালো মাসুদ ভাই,
হ্যাঁ শুনতেছেন নাকি?
হ্যাঁ শোনা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে,
হ্যাঁ শুনতেছি। আমাদের এখানে অনেক ইয়ং লিডার আছে, তারা
হ্যালো, হ্যালো,
মাসুদ ভাই,
হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ
বলেন।
শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ, আমাদের এখানে ইয়ং লিডাররা আছে, তারা টিউনিসে যে ইয়ংরা আছে, তাদের সাথে কথা বলবে, এবং এর ভিতরে আছে শুভ, মাসুদ, বাপ্পি, এবং তারা তাদের আইডিয়া শেয়ার করবে এবং কিছু প্রশ্ন আছে সেগুলো করবে।
ওকে, ওরা কি ইংরেজি বলতে পারবে সবাই নাকি বাংলায় বলবে?
হ্যালো,
ওরা কি সবাই ইংরেজিতে বলতে পারবে না বাংলায় বলবে? কানেকশন প্রবলেম কানেকশন। হ্যাঁ শাহজাদা ভাই,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, পারবে পারবে।
okay, friends, hello, friends, here is another group from another city. It's located in Borishal. It's a middle coastal of Bangladesh. So here is some youth leader who are engaging some youth activity in Borishal city. So they joined today with us, and they would like to learn about some activity what happening in Tunisia. So our friend from Tunisia and Barkatullah Maruf is from Bangladesh. Abdullah Awal also joined with us, but he left for his pre-scheduled program. So first of all, I would like to request you, Barkatullah Maruf, to give them a very brief what happening here, please.
Is where?
Is Borishal.
Okay, hello friends in Borishal, can you hear me?
Video. Okay.
Okay, and so it was